Hello! And I wanted to make this video because I've seen, I think someone else do this, but this is fantasy wrestling matches or wrestling related things that I'd like to see. Some of these, because I do the whole pick fed thing, I know at least two of these I will probably do. One of them I 100% will do, but the other one I might do, so well, I have four things that I think would be amazing to see in wrestling. Some of them I might do, some of them I might not do in my own pick fed, but I'm gonna get on with the first one. So, as you can see, there's a casket currently in the ring, and as you can hear by what I'm dropping on the floor, my first one here would be the amazing idea that I think I've had of a casket match between Darby Allin and The Undertaker. I think would be amazing. Now, my reasoning for this one is one, The Undertaker, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I think my first wrestling figure was an Undertaker figure. Actually, I think that one's over in the crowd. But casket match, one of, in my opinion, the more interesting stipulation matches. It's really cool stipulation match. It's just a different take on do this to win match, but whatever. Always been interesting. Undertaker's won some. He's lost some. Darby Allin over in AEW, he has done the coffin match. Coffin match, I think. But I think their styles, they both have this stipulation match of put someone in something to win. Would be really cool, and because Darby Allin is the wrestler I've called the human ragdoll. I think I've called him that on the Fed a few times. This one, I 100% will probably do this at some point in the pick Fed. I don't know when. Undertaker has never appeared on the SWF pick Fed episodes ever. He will probably at some point, but no time in the future, or maybe he will. Who knows? But Darby Allin has appeared a few times. Casket match. Never has, but I think this would be a really interesting match to see, just because their two styles would probably work, because you just see two guys just trying to throw each other or jump onto one another into a casket. I think it'd be really interesting. So that's my first match that I'd say would be a fantasy wrestling match that I'd like to see. So we'll move on to my next one. So my next match I'd like to see, this one will probably never happen, because Shane McMahon doesn't wrestle because he's old. Actually, how old is Shane McMahon? I'm going to look that up maybe, so. Maybe there's a number appearing on screen. I'm joking, there won't be. I'll probably look into that, though. But, he doesn't really wrestle anymore. Johnny Knoxville did only wrestle like a year ago, so. If Jackass has another movie, maybe he'll show up again in WWE to promote it. Still weird to me. Sami Zayn went from 1 year ago facing Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania to a year later in a feud with Roman Reigns. Really interesting. But this match, I think, would be really cool, and it would be a crime if it were not a no disqualifications match. 100%. This would be amazing. Just because, well, Shane McMahon, the man who's willing to jump off anything or fall through anything and get hit with a lot of stuff, and Johnny Knoxville, the man who speaks for itself, really. But, yeah, as this fear falls over. You could probably see this. This is in the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure, of these two. But Johnny Knoxville, I said Sami Zayn. What's wrong with me? But these two, I think, would have an amazing match. It wouldn't be an amazing match. It'd just be more of a hilarious match. I don't know if this is one I don't think I'll do in the Fed. Maybe I will. Neither of them have been in the Fed, because Shane McMahon, I guess I could bring in Shane McMahon at some point. I most likely will. Johnny Knoxville, I have the figure and I love Jackass, so I 100% will probably bring him into the Fed at some point. Like, I have to, because, well, I love Jackass. I've watched almost every season of the show, and I've watched, I don't think I've watched old movies, but I did go see Jackass Forever in theater with my dad, so that was cool. But that's one of those things. Love Jackass. Johnny Knoxville's amazing. I'll probably bring him in the Fed. This match could actually happen. Now that I think about it, I could put these two against each other in the Fed at some point. But I'm going to move on to the next match, or maybe match, that I think I'd like to see. This next one isn't such a match, but it is a promo. Just battle, practically, between three guys. You got probably one of the best mic workers of all time. The Rock here. This is an old figure, but I like this figure. And also his Ultimate Editions are expensive. But got The Rock there. You got The Miz. Haha. Pointed at The Rock. But another man who's kind of blurs that line of maybe his promo works a bit too far in MJF. But I feel like these three, I think you saw this, this should be in the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure, for this video. But The Miz, The Rock, and MJF, in my opinion, would probably have one of the best promo fights ever. Either if it was just one, like, just these two going at it, and just on the mic, would be insane. Like, it would be perfect. Because The Rock is great on the mic. Just no doubt about that. Just 100%. The Miz, also really good on the microphone as well. Both men can also back it up in the ring as well. Same thing with MJF. He's amazing on the mic. He's also amazing heel. As I said, bit too far in some instances. Just a bit. Just a bit. But he's also a great wrestler in the ring. But I think the three of these guys would probably have an amazing mic. Have amazing mic work against one another. Plus, it could lead to a match, and the three of them would be amazing. I don't think this would ever happen in the Fed, but MJF is technically in my Fed. He's in the Social Media Championship, which I've never mentioned it here on YouTube, but the Social Media Championship is like an Instagram exclusive thing I did for a while. It's been like a month since I did something involving it, but yeah, you can see the belt on MJF currently, maybe. I don't know. Got that. So there's that, but MJF technically in the Fed. The Miz has never appeared in Fed, neither is The Rock, but maybe The Rock might appear because I do have the Bloodline story, so I might bring The Rock in during that. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. The Miz might appear. I might, like, maybe if he gets a newer... I would expect The Miz to get a new figure soon with double jointed arms and look how he is now. Maybe with that weird shirt. I don't think Mattel would ever get away with putting that shirt on a figure. And if you know what shirt I'm talking about, you might understand why I don't think you'd ever get that in figure form. I'd probably have to custom make it myself, which is something I've been learning recently. It's been a little bit since I did that, but yeah, these three probably might. This could happen in the Fed. I don't know, because I'd probably have to be a little bit more talented with all the promo work. Maybe I have to, like, find a way to get people to do the voices. I don't know. But this would be hilarious in my opinion, just because it'd be probably some of the best mic work ever if these three of the best men on the mic went at it in a promo battle. It'd be great. But I'm going to move on to the last one of these four things I pulled out for this video. And the last one for this little fantasy matches, and not matches, we did have the promo thing, but matches, stuff I'd like to see. Well, here, the Young Bucks versus the Usos, just because these are probably two of the best tag teams currently. Yes, I'll give credit where credit is due. I'm not a big fan of the Usos, never really have been, but I can respect they're great wrestlers in the ring. I don't know why I've never been a fan of them, just... The original gimmick when they started off was really oddly annoying to me, and now I just dislike them because they've held the tag team belts for so long. Also not a fan of people that are heels holding the belts and practically cheating to win all the time. But I can give credit where credit is due. In the ring, they are great wrestlers. And, yeah. But, as you can see, this one match could have happened. Could have, whatever. This actually could have happened in the SWF. If you follow the Fed, you know what I'm talking about. But this match could still see, as you can see, the Young Bucks, current SWF Pick Fed Tag Team Champions. But I think this match would be great. You know, there'd be a lot of super kicks hit, because that'd be hilarious. I feel like if these two teams had a match, someone would 100% play like a drinking game, take a shot every time a super kick is hit. Which would probably be a terrible idea. These two teams, the Young Bucks, their music would yell super kick party, and the Usos hit super kicks a lot too. So this would probably have a lot of super kicks hit, and Why'd I make a drinking game joke? I don't know. Whatever. But this would probably be great because these are two amazing tag teams. In-ring work is great. They use super kicks a lot. So, yeah. They almost slapped the camera. Jeez. This one I might do in the Fed at some point. As I said, it could have happened. If you follow the Fed, you know. But, there you go. And with that, this video is over.